What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae, the first today portion of Mugen Eclipse.
And it's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. We have today a brand new series that we're starting on the channel, that being Frieren, Season 1, Episode 1, coming up shortly.
So as you guys can see, we got our little pigtail stuff going on here. I got like a half one. I don't know what he got. I'm assuming he got the little double. So we're getting into the vibe, the mood, the theme. We're getting into character with this show, you know what I mean? So I know nothing of the show, or barely anything of the show. He knows because he's read, what did you say, 7 volumes of this series?
7 volumes. I think there's like 9 out in English, so there's probably like 15 in Japanese. So I'm in the first half of the story.
I'm excited from what he has told me and from what I've been seeing like on Twitter and other places. People have been hyping up, saying how it's so unique. It's different from, you know, the stuff that we have been reacting to, or just things that we read or watch on our own time as well. So I'm excited for it. Yeah, you could take it away because I don't really got nothing else to say. I'm just excited.
No, that's perfectly fine. I'm really anticipating, pleasantly, I might add, because it's Madhouse, how are they going to introduce life into the world of this story? Just off camera, I was telling Vontae that this is very much a character-centric story, but the background does have a lot of life to it. It does have a lot of, you know, pep to it as well, just kind of how we describe the opening for this show. And the color palettes and the OSTs merged together with the voice acting, it's going to produce a finalized product that is vastly different than the manga version. And the story might be the same, characters might be the same, but it is going to feel entirely different. At least I'm anticipating it to be, moving forward from the manga into the anime. And this is one reason why I had this as one of my picks for this year, is because I want to see that show and these characters brought to life. Alright guys, without any further delay, let's get into the first episode of Frieren Season 1 right about now.
Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
Shout out to our boy Sherm. He put me onto this show.
Right. You just know he's gonna have a sword. Just look at how he looks.
Yeah. That's funny. He's known as like the sword hero.
So he's him. So he's Kaganabachi.
Oh my god, you don't know why that's so funny.
Heroes have returned, huh? This reminds me of a few different isekais, the way that the art style looks.
It's very soft, but it gives that inviting feel to it. Himmel. They've already done it.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's dope. Damn. Boy, you already sauced. You just sat down and started drinking.
Oh, you'll see.
Big gulps. Wow.
Soda. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Their chemistry as a group is just unmatched.
I hope so. That's what I was thinking about. especially when he was talking about how he's gotten older. The priest.
Yep.
And she like what? I'm like, oh, damn.
The passage of time.
Wow. And then the way that they were like okay or accepting of that, because you know you can't really change that.
One thing I'm really excited for you to see is just her mental journey, because you see all this time span and all this elapsing of time. It's gonna be so interesting to see her mindset. I feel like that's one of the best aspects of the show.
And I'm sure she probably gets pretty bored too. Because I mean, for one, you already quote unquote completed the story. And then two, you just went around for hundreds of years kind of doing the same things. She said she's going to gather more magic and stuff, but she probably already near her peak or peaked. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. And you see how like subtle it is? Like we just had the scene with them a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like yes, we did see time go by, but like it really went
years.
by for her. It's like we were in her point of view. That's kind of cool. I wonder when this is going to get to her. Like how you were just talking about her mental state. I wonder when this is going to start affecting her. Unless she already is affected, but she's not showing it. I don't know. Bluebird. About
Look at the rust.
statue guy. Whew. Time. I've been waiting 50 years for this. And she like, I've been waiting 50 minutes for this. So did he age more than them?
I don't know.
Because he was just talking about how the priest was the one that was aging it during that time.
Yeah.
50 years ago. Okay.
Let's go. Boink.
Bad doggy.
Wanchan.
Damn. That skill tree is immaculate.
Oh, you'll see.
Got to see that meteor shower.
Oh,
This
beautiful.
literally feel like the end of the story.
Yes. Oh, so poignant.
Ah,
Yep.
I like the choice of flowers.
You wound me.
He was him.
He was Himmel.
Big old tears.
I love the sound design of
I
that
was just
scene.
about to say that. Damn. It's not your fault. That's just how it is. Nice. What the hell are they? Are they not human then? Because 50 years, they look like they probably aged maybe 20, 25. I'll be going first. That sounds like he gonna be going first too between those two.
Yeah, there's something behind that line. Great line.
This OST is very finale-like too.
Yeah, end of the series.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a wrap, guys. Hell of a season. Hell of a show.
Nah, man, keep doing that. That's probably why you're living so well, you know?
Shout out to this voice actor, because I know it's the same one. He definitely sounds older.
旅先で会う人とはなるべく関わるようにしているからね。それにハイターにはたくさん借りがあるから、死なれる前に返しに来た。
死を取りませんか。フェルンには魔法使いとしての素質があります。あなたの旅にのみを。賢者エイビヒの墓所から出土したものです。この魔導書には今は失われた死者の蘇生や不死の魔法が記されているとされています。
でどうすんのさ。死ぬのは怖くないんじゃなかったの？
理由は2つあります。1つはあなたたちの手前格好をつけていたから。もう1つは前より死ぬのが怖くなったから。まあ、不死とは言わずほんの少し、
just a bit.
ほんの少しでいい
A little more time,
が
huh?
欲しくなったのです。それに
Cute.
Little cinnamon roll.
Why are you whispering to me?
打ち抜けば一人前になれると言われました。
Across the valley.
ハイターも分かってんじゃん。あれはね。
Damn.
Boom!
法は好き。ほどほどでございます。
It's aight.
私と同じだ。
Wow. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that like it's cool because I noticed I think it was very subtle, but like we're also looking at everything through Frieren's perspective as well because we
Exactly.
seemingly time skipped. I mean, we did see like the time going, you know, like
A little
seeing
bit.
like the weather and all that, but like it was really seeming like we got there. This man, 50 years older, he's eventually going to die relatively soon from when he had returned, and that's actually really dope though, because it's like we're seeing it from her perspective, and we're kind of feeling that too, like looking at somebody age this way. Now the rest of her friends are starting to age as well. Which is still interesting to me. I wonder why. It seems like they age slower than him, if I'm not mistaken, because the priests and the warrior, they both seem like they were already older than he was back in the day, within that first 10-year or their journey. But
So I'll get
like there's something interesting
when it's brought up officially. I'll kind of touch on that point. One thing I did want to say on a somewhat related note is this is a very human story, and it's coming from an elf's perspective. Now, one thing you said earlier, I think it was in the OP or maybe it was the episode, they kind of blur together, is you said that she likely would get bored. And that showed up during the funeral for Himmel when she wasn't really showing any emotion. And even some woman from the crowd's like, oh, they were friends? She doesn't even cry at his funeral. And then when they were finally burying him into the ground, like, that's when it hit her. Like, she's not going to have any more time with this friend of hers that she spent 10 years with. And eventually you'll get to see like how long 10 years is for her particular lifespan. Drop in the bucket. So for her to have that 10-year adventure and for it to have such a direct and important impact on her life, like that's how important those memories were. And now she has 2 of the 3 companions left alive, and one of them is asking her to research into an immortality or at least a life preserving spell. So is she going to be able to achieve that before he passes away? Is he going to change his mind? Is she going to find something that maybe I'm not going to give this spell to you? I found it, but I might not give it to you for your own good. A lot of concepts in there.
That's a good thought. And it makes sense because it gives reason. Because, like in a lot of series, whatever, if it's like a book, a movie, whatever it is, usually mages, they make stuff like that. They make some kind of immortality elixir or some sort. But this is like, okay, you're pretty much given a reason to even make something like this by a friend who could potentially die really soon. And then you yourself are immortal, so you will definitely be even more intrigued and interested in doing this because, for one, you know that your friends are going to die before you. You know that you're going to live for a long time. And the friend kind of already requested, like, hey, I just want to live a little longer. You know what I'm saying? You could do something, you're a mage. You could probably do something about that. Maybe. We'll see. But then what you just said, too, is like, well, would she even give it to you at this point? Because would she even want you to live this long knowing that everybody else can die? Like, is it just exclusive to a few people that she'll give the elixir to, or will she give it to like a lot of people so that they can pretty much live for a long time with each other? Or does she just pretty much fear that any extensions that he has, such as the little girl Fern, like, what if she doesn't like receive the elixir at some point or something and she ends up dying? So it's like, Frieren, it seems like she's already understanding, which is pretty dope to see in just episode 1, that she could potentially be understanding if that's the case. Like, if she doesn't want to give that to him, she might be understanding, like, well, technically speaking, me living as long is not that well either. And I agree, in real life, being immortal would suck.
Oh, yeah.
Or
100%. I've said this so many occasions, I feel nauseous just thinking about it again. Immortality, I view it as nothing as a curse. Like, if this existed in real world, real life, no, absolutely not. Get me away from that. Like, you're not going to upload my consciousness to the cloud. I'm not going to become an android. We're not going to find some alien technology that can keep me alive for thousands of years. Absolutely not. My brain could not handle it. And that's another thing that I wanted to point out with this particular request is, what are the downsides of that? Because obviously, if this immortality spell was as prevalent as a lot of people, might want it to be, there would be a lot more people being immortal. Would you then take it for granted what your life is up to this point? Like, if you got 1,000 years to live, what's 100 years with the love of your life? You could have 9 different loves of your life up until that point. Just, there's so much to talk about with this series, and that's why I really like that it opened up Pandora's box in terms of what does it mean to be human? What does it mean to live your life?
Right. Very good questions there. That, like, anything that has to deal with, like, your existence, questioning things about existence of you as a human or whatever you are. I mean, we're all humans here, I think so, right? I don't know. Maybe some of y'all might be some AIs, some bots, maybe some aliens here. I don't know. But really good stuff, though. I'm excited to see how she develops, like, new relationships, such as with Fern and other people. And I don't know. We'll see. I wonder if we're going to keep doing that, too, where we go through time at different times, like, just blast through it. Next time we see Fern, she's going to be, like, 45 or something. But we'll see. But I ain't got nothing else to say, man. That was a dope first episode.
All right, fantastic. I don't really have much else to say either, guys. We will be reacting to the entirety of Season 1, so make sure you stay tuned for that by subscribing to the channel. And with how many episodes there are, we might actually get into some content that I have not read yet as a manga reader. So I'm really excited for the back half of this season to see just how much of new content that they give me.
Okay, cool. So you guys know the drill, man. Without further ado, I'll let you guys all have a good one. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next video, and peace.